everybody. We're back with Pulitzer Prize-winning author of the book Rage, Bob Woodward. Trump told you on February 7th the virus was, quote, more deadly than even the strenuous flus, meaning the worst flu seasons that we have in the United States. And then on February 26th, so 3 weeks later, less than 3 weeks later, he says to the public, this is a flu. This is like a flu. He actually says it's like just an average flu that we have. How does it feel to know? Some people have criticized you and said, why didn't Bob Woodward tell us, what the truth was here? I believe that that's not necessary because we actually knew what the truth was. And if you watched the president, you got a real sense that he was lying merely to cover up and try to save sort of the reputation of his administration. I don't think that was secret knowledge that the president was sharing with you. What is striking is knowing how much the president... It was secret knowledge?
Because it's proof. And see, I thought he was talking about the virus in China. This is way back in February when no one was actually talking about the virus at all. And he had just talked to Chinese President Xi the night before, and Trump was telling me about this. And so I thought, virus in China. And if you look at the newspapers and the network coverage, all the coverage in that period is about the virus in China. So then in March, when it exploded, it became very clear to me, oh yes, Trump was, he knew that it was easily transmitted. He knew that people who did not have symptoms could pass it. But I thought he's talking about China in March.
But by February 26th, unless I'm mistaken, by February 26th in that press conference, he's actually talking about what effect that virus might have in the United States. He's not talking about China. That's why he's saying it's just like an average flu that we normally have here. Isn't he talking about the States at that point?
But he's not coming clean with the knowledge he got at the end of January. And so,
very much so.
I'm going along thinking this is about China. And it was not until May that I discovered this meeting in January, which, as I say, I begin the book with that meeting on January 28th, because that is the moment when the people who know the most tell the President of the United States, we are going to have a pandemic coming. It's going to be like the 1918 Spanish flu that killed 675,000 people in this country.
Why do you think he always bets the under on this virus? Because he's just done it again. He's mocking people for wearing masks. He's still essentially saying there's nothing to be afraid of here.
Yes, and
but he constantly he bets the under and loses the bet every time, but keeps betting the under. Why do you think? What do you think? As observing a politician, what do you think he thinks the upside is of that?
He doesn't understand the country he leads. When you get the truth, somebody comes to you and says, Stephen, there's a hurricane coming. You're going to put some boards on the windows. You're going to go in the basement and so forth. Well, he got that warning, and he did not tell the truth to the American people. And when the history books about this are written and it's all put together, people are going to be, and historians are going to be stunned at the failure, the basic failure to lead and say, hey, this is what's going on, guys.
Bob, we have to take one more break, but we'll be right back with more Bob Woodward, everybody.